Yo, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am Grimlock, and today we are doing a review. I'm sorry I haven't posted in about 3 weeks. Today we are reviewing something that's been past tense already, back about a few months back, which is back at 2024 with the Transformers 1 movie. This is Transformers 1 D16, which is mostly it just on package. It says Megatron. Yeah, so just like Optimus, like Ryan Peck / Optimus. He also has a loose arm, whereas one of these are. I'm pretty sure it's this other side. I am going to try to order another one of these dudes, make his armor pushed maybe. Because sometimes I'm like, I barely even moved this guy. I only transformed when I first received him. And I sell that. And I was going to see with the Ryan Packs and order a few. Which means those two are. I'm still just. They're probably going to be more for posing and stuff from videos. Just for the fun of it. I'm trying to collect, because you've heard me, I try to collect most all masterpieces, Studio Series, Legacy, from United to Evolution to the original, to, basically to, War Cybertron, Siege, and Earthrise. I try to collect most of the Power of the Primes, but some of that stuff's past tense is going to be harder to collect. Like, I'm trying to scroll like the new time returns, but yeah, let's get to the video. So, yeah, here's D16 in his tank mode. Kind of interesting tank. I'm not a fan how the colors don't match, but it's okay. You can still turn side to side. You can't really go. You can't really go 360 because if you go at least about that way, that just looks weird. But it's Megatron. Because also his head you can see right there. And it comes off very easily, so it's not really the greatest too. Really, it's not the greatest cannon, but it does. Because there's times it's hard to get this chest piece to move there. Very annoying. I like the detail. I like this tank. It's very interesting. I will admit, it kind of reminds me of Transformers Armada Megatron. And the reason I'm saying that is because when he's in his tank mode, you can literally see his head right here. And he has like a big space here. And he also had the tank where you could actually see where the gunner's at. It was a little interesting tank. But yeah. This Megatron is pretty cool. I like this figure a lot. I will say he's not as annoying, but it took a while for me to understand how to transform this dude. He's very nice. I like it. I even like, because it's also kind of like a G1, but sometimes everyone does the same G1 look. Instead of doing the gun, they just do like a tank. And I know Megatron's gun tank and sometimes a jet. I've seen Megatron as I even see him as a race car. I'm not even kidding. If you watch Transformers Cybertron from Robots in Disguise, which I think is David Kane playing Megatron. Was the thing with all the cyber planet keys? Yeah, you look like you about to. He is definitely directing that gun at you. That's crazy. But yeah, very cool cannon. He's got little guns right here on both sides, right here and right here. So far, some people have asked me before on this when I think I did a review on one of the accounts, or not really on one of my accounts on YouTube, but when I posted about this, some people asked me if it was going to be like a difficult transformation because, like I said, there's been people trying to look for toys for their kids, and I do not recommend Studio Series as a first go-in for kids. I mean, it is 8 and plus up, but trust me, I didn't know how to transform these Transformers when I was a kid. But yeah. But let's get started with the transformation. So first off, you want to do is pop this little guy off. Just pops right off. Then what you're going to do is take this little part off. Let's pull it. Get that. Push that down on this. There's a little peg that pops into that right there. Put these guys to the side. Next, we're going to just pop the tip. We're going to pull this off. Both the cannons. Now let's get to the transformation. So first, what I'm going to try to do is basically And I know I did because I had to do it a few times to transform this dude. We're gonna peg this right here. So it comes up. What you're gonna do is lift this, twist this around, push forward, and push that foot forward. And snap that down like that. Same with this one. So you pull this little guy up. Little of a pain. It's kind of like you have to wiggle it out of there just a little bit, so you got to pull back on that a little bit. Yeah, so you have to, because you also have to get it from away from the chest. Spin this around. Push this down like that. Pull that down. Snap that down. And do is fold this back like this until it snaps in this peg. Because there's a peg right here that snaps into this little spot here. You just push down. There's 360. Move this around. Move his legs. Move them both around. Now, I will admit, his head does fall off a lot. Because when I first got this figure, his head would, like, fall off. So, just be aware of when you... Yeah, see? Starting to already do it again. Yeah, he may not the greatest head. That's why I was looking forward to buying another one. So, I don't see nothing wrong with the head. See, there's a little peg back there that he pops into. You just pull him away from the peg. Like that. 360 his head. Around 9 degrees his head. Pop. You'll hear a snap noise on his chest. I guess that time he didn't, but... Yeah, it's chest piece. What you're going to do is take his arm, these little tracks, move it down like this. Like that. You're going to move them right there. So make sure the little peg holes are there. Make sure you spin around like this so you can see his arm. Same way. Move it down like this. Pull it around. And there you go. Now I'm going to have to get a better camera view because... Now what you want to get, if you want to do, is take this cannon, it basically use the whole piece, and put on this arm, because Megatron's always shot with his right arm. This little guy has a peg right there. You see? It goes on the opposite arm. Now you should know to see how loose it is compared to this thing, which takes a little bit more effort. Yeah, see, that shows that this was rushed to be made. And now all they're doing is just not taking their time. This piece goes on the back of him, so it's the same little peg here. And then you connect it to that back piece right there. Now, there's two ways you can use these. You can put these in his hands, because these are also spare guns. So like you have like 4 guns. You can have a cannon, a little laser beam gun, and like a little machine gun, and then he has 2 little marksman snipers, whatever you want to call these. I don't know. You can put them on the back like this. And you could have did this to him when he was in tank mode. Put him on this thing, which is the piece to the turret. But yeah, there he is. There's Megatron slash D16. Or DC slash Megatron CC. Now, I love this figure. Just like Optimus, his chest is a lot bigger compared to his leg. Look at that. I think he could have been a lot better look. But hey, I love the Megatron. Megatron was a good looking character. I love the G1 look. It's like a redesign of a G1 look. I just love how they did with them. I just wish they would have made this gun a lot bigger than in the show. Or not the show, the movie. Because when he had like a triple machine gun. I was not a fan of that. Because I've only known Megatron had a gun. Now, it does say on the thing, if you look at it, because I should say the instructions just in case if I missed something, which I didn't need them at all. See, they were folded the whole time. Yeah, because in the package here, it says Megatron, but this is, I could say D16, because he doesn't wear this Decepticon logo, and the canon's not the same, but they have like a thing for that, where you could buy those parts for them, so there's like different attachments. But yeah, the problem was like, see his arm right here? Like I can move it, right? But see this arm? Not even, I'm barely even touching it. Watch. And I don't remember that when I first got him, but because if you look down from under the arm, I can see the pegs getting loose. You know what I'm saying? But that's where because I'm not going to pop out that and buy a new arm, because some people want crazy money for it. Some people want cheap money. But see, I can't trust people, so I'd rather just buy a new one. Basically a figure to fiddle around with, do poses. I mean, this arm might give out, but if I could find another one of these guys on sale, like at a garage sale or like an eBay store or something, I'll just pop it off and just... Because what I could do is just pop off his whole arm and just give him a new one. Or just pop off that little circle piece and pop it in there. It just has to be the left arm. But yeah, so far his articulation is a little bit in the Optimus, because Optimus had that little piece in the middle. You can make him... Yeah, that's going to be annoying. Yeah, some things just don't go well with me with the Transformers 1 figures. They really don't. Ay, ay, ay. Mamma mia. Yeah, they do not do well. And I'll let you know, I did find some of the Age of the Primes in my stores. What's kind of weird is they're already they clearance Red Alert. The Age of Primes Red Alert from Transformers Armada. Yeah, I was kind of surprised about that. Now, yeah, that's another problem. Because, see, that's the same peg he has. Oh, I'm legless. But, yeah, I don't know what happened there. Don't even ask. I don't know. But, see, I like to hear it when it snaps and knowing that I can snap him in. Put this arm up. He's like, Decepticons, rise up. Just like the movie. He's not bad for articulation. It still bothers me that with this figure, it's just, ugh. It's how big his chest is. I do not like that. Because literally, I don't know what they were thinking. I think they could have made the chest a little bit bigger. But I love him. I should have did a comparison. But I don't have any figures, and where I'm at, I have to go all across the room. Well, I'm not kidding. It's a pretty big bedroom, so I'm not gonna go all the other side. You know, it's a collecting room, toy room, but yeah. Basically, yeah, this guy's really nice. I really do like this figure. Not bad. Love the little machine gun. Just I think, yeah, because remember he had 2 guns in the movie when he killed Sentinel Prime. See, his arms are supposed to be stiff, knowing that he's brand new. He's more posable. Yeah, you can make use all 4 guns, which they do go in hands because, like I said on the instructions, you could put them there. Yeah, but basically, you would have to have yellow eyes. You have to get rid of the guns. And he would look like D16 when he took in the transformation cog. But yeah, I'm hoping they release more Age of the Primes. I'm hoping they look better than it, because there was a Prime I saw. I don't know which one it was, but he was probably one of the worst Primes I've ever seen. It's like one of those basic robots from back in, like, when I was younger. They said this is what robots were supposed to look like as cars, and it reminds me like one of those. And I was like, no. I was thinking they could do better, but yeah, the Megatron, love it. They add the red like they did with the G1 Megatron. We get a close up. Very nice. I'll let you know that cool thing is those snap in, so you stand still. You can make a kick. From the camera's point of view, that actually looks pretty good. Seriously. That is a good camera angle view. But yeah. The arms are perfect. Now the reason I love the arms is because when you put them in T-pose form, they're not those stupid happy shoulders like what Optimus had. Oh my goodness. Like, you remember I was complaining about those? Thank God they actually made a ball joint and not. Oh. Camera went overboard almost. But yeah, love it. And if you want to do some funny stuff, you can put his legs in that weird position. Bend this down from it, which goes just from his tank mode, so you could combine the tracks with the arms. You can be like this. Starscream. I'm short. Yeah, which I don't even know what to say about this, to be honest. Stubby little Megatron be like, I don't know. Whatever you want to do with this dude. Reminds me of the Battle Mashers. Watch Emgo and his the mascot do it. A video on it. It's pretty funny. Yeah, buys the Hero Mashers. I used to have one of those, but it was a Velociraptor, and yeah, you basically take the parts of them and mix them around. They do not transform, but it's a funny video. I recommend it. Yeah, shout out to my boy Emgo316. He's a real one. There's a lot of shout out to all my Transformer reviewers and Transformer toy hunters, everyone. But yeah, that's it for this review. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to see more. I'm going to try to do a review on one of the Age of the Prime soon. My next review is probably going to be on Solus Prime or Red Alert. So stay tuned. Yep. Love y'all. See ya.